pretty overcast. Pretty overcast. Much like roleplay is right now. Once upon a time, roleplay seemed to be a bright and sunny area where you can make a character and have all the fun you want. It's just a character. I'm throwing it out there. I'm having a good time. My character's spoofing around, having a good little story writing time, and it's all good and gravy. But all good things come to an end. And everything gets infected by the SJWism. Now some of you are sitting there going, oh great, it's another anti-SJW talking about stuff we don't care about. Whatever. It does not remove the fact that this happens. Comicsgate, for example. Marvel decided to hire people who have to look and be a certain thing. If you're going to write for a black woman, you have to be a black woman. Or else, they're going to look for a black woman, and then when they find a black woman, they will replace the person prior with said black woman. This covers a lot of issues. America Chavez. Happened to that character too. It just keeps happening. And you're thinking, well, these are just a couple of little things here and there. Really? Scarlett Johansson tried to get into a movie, tried to be the lead actress in a movie called Rub and Tug. The SJW Identitarians decided to raise their pitchforks and chase after her because she's not actually a transgender male. Let that sink in. An actress, their whole job is to act. Not really be that thing, just act. That's their job, to act. But her getting attacked, and everyone swarmed her. All the Identitarians were like, no, you can't play that role because you're not actually a transgender. You should give it to a transgender person. You should do this, you should do that. And she stepped down. Tell me, what's the news on the movie right now? What's that? The movie's not being made right now, huh? No more news at all? Because the director actually liked Scarlett Johansson and was able to work with her, but everyone pretty much went after her until she quit, and now that movie is on hiatus, on hold. It's been stopped. Way to go. Good plan. And before you even sit there and go, well, that's just one example. Yeah, you might want to look up that hashtag about, hashtag recast Batwoman, where Ruby Rose got the role. She was happy, she was elated, she got to be a DC superhero. She was happy. Great, that's wonderful. And then articles came out pointing out that she wasn't lesbian enough. She wasn't gay enough. She wasn't Jewish enough. This is a thing going on. They have taken the idea from Marvel Comics writers where you have to be a certain way to write a certain thing. Oh no, Iceman's gay. Well, we don't have a gay writer, we better go get one. And they did. And then that comic got canceled. But then it came back, allegedly, with the same writer. Because somehow that's going to do better. But this is how things are going. And in roleplay, the same thing has come up time and time again. And in our other examples, we will show this. But if no one else is going to bring it up, guess who's going to be the one to do it? This guy. And that's right, I said guy. I'm male. I'm not having identity crisis issues. I know I'm a guy. Bar none. Hold on. Let me check. Still a guy. Alright. Now that we've covered all of that, let's point out one more thing before I leave for today. Because this is a little vlog thing, we're just having a little bit of a fun time. When SJWisms start running into hobbies, they don't even run into it in a good way. This is a problem. This is the major issue I've personally had with it. If you want people to take you seriously, then you should probably write a character first who just happens to be this, that, or the other thing. well, that seems... No. Shut up. That's the way you do it. Because what happens is if you don't write a character first and you just write whatever they are, like a black gay woman, if you... Let's take, for example, if Marvel decided to turn someone into a black gay woman, guess how it'd be written? Stereotypes black, stereotypes gay. And then they'd get a black gay woman to write the stereotypes. You think I'm joking? Look up the Iceberg series. It was a gay guy writing for a gay guy. And how gay could he be? Well, remember my review about the whole, the Batman killing joke thing, where I said stereotypes happen for a reason, and I kind of showed the character that was a stereotype?
And they say the gay scene is complicated. What?
So, they're stereotypes for a reason, people. I hate to be the very bad news, but stereotypes exist for a reason. That was Bobby Drake. Bar none. Short of throwing ice, that was Bobby Drake. 100%. Oh my... It's insane, but if like a white person did it, if a straight white guy wrote the exact same thing, they'd be looked on as homophobic, racist, and sexist. Full stop. But if the same race does it, like comedians, if the same race does it, it's okay. If a black comedian makes jokes about black people, it's okay. White guy makes jokes about black people? I'm sorry, what'd you say there, son? It's one of those kind of situations where you're like, what the fuck just happened? But that's the world we live in. From movies, to casting roles, to comics, to video games. If you do not make a compelling character, then you are going to fail. If all you're doing is virtue signaling, you are going to fail. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward, is it not? I would think people would see this, but no. Even the fighting game community. Team Ninja, we're going to shrink down the boobs and we're going to make it a focus on adding a new character who happens to be gay and Latino. Because that's what your fan base wanted, as opposed to cleaning up the fighting engine just a little bit. Yeah, perfect sense, 100%, A+, you know. But that's just me, and that's just me ranting. So we're just going to go ahead and stop right now. I want y'all to have a good day, and keep an eye on your hobbies, because you'll probably see this a lot more often, especially after, games, comics, movies, television, board games. Hell, if you think I'm joking about the board games issue, Weaponized Nerd Rage and the Quartering will point that out more than I can. So, I'm Double R. I'm out, and this is just a little rant to have a little fun, and to test out the new camera, test out the new sound system, see how it works, and if it works great, we'll keep going with this. If it doesn't, then we'll find some way. Later.